All right, so let's work on this beautiful Bill Evans song, Waltz for Debby. What I've done is I've listened to the recording and kind of taking some of the essence of Bill Evans off it, not necessarily note for note or chord for chord, but you get the general essence of the Bill Evans style here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with this first 16 measures. Let me play it for you, and we'll start to break it down. Here we go. And back again. All right, so let's break it down. We're just going to do like probably the first 8 measures, and then we'll do the next 8 measures in the next chapter, or maybe break it up even smaller than that. So it starts with a lot of outer, inner. So this is the F major 7 chord. Okay, so we're starting on the root down here and the 5th up here, and then we come in. Notice I hold down the pedal, and then the 3rd and the 7th. Now I could also do this. I want to hold them down. Yeah, it's kind of a stretch though, so that's a little too much, you know, even for my hand, that's a pretty good stretch. So, pedal, lift up, and then the D minors, the root and the 3rd. And it's a great example of how you could, using just those roots, how we've talked about in other step-by-step standards lessons, how it's, you know, you can get that sound, and this is exactly what's being used here, is that the root of the chord, the melody note up there, and then fill in the rest of the chord. All right? 3rd and 7th, root and 3rd, and then come up to the 7th and the 3rd, and then 5th and 3rd. If you want to do the 3rd and the 7th, that's a little bit more tension is created there with that tritone. So we can kind of soften that by just doing the 5th and the 7th. Plus, the 3rd has already been played up here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Nice and gentle. So nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So just work on that, all right, before moving on. You know, just do that much. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do that much for this chapter of the video. Now, if we take a look at what's going on harmonically, let's do something a little bit more advanced and talk about the analysis. We're in the key of F major. All right? If we just real quickly go through our diatonic chords in F major, we have F major, G minor, A minor, B flat major 7, C dominant 7, D minor 7, E minor 7 flat 5, and F major 7. If you don't know about your diatonic 7th chords, there's plenty of lessons in the site for that. Just do a chapter search for diatonic, D-I-A-T-O-N-I-C, okay? All right, so now these diatonic 7th chords tell us exactly, if we applied Roman numerals here, we can then apply Roman numerals to our song. The analysis and memorization lesson that I've done, that's a great lesson for learning about these, you know, the Roman numeral analysis and the diatonic triad. So analysis and memorization. So 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 dominant 7th, 6 minor, 7 minor 7 flat 5. Back to 1 major, okay? So if we take a look, we see that F major, that's our 1 chord, to a 6, 6 minor, to a 2, to a 5. Okay? Now all of that is diatonic right now. So if I was going to improvise over that at some point, I use just my F major scale over that. Okay? And then as we move on, diatonically, it gets outside of that just F major scale. We'll talk about that when we move on. So that's it for this chapter. Just focus on that little bit right there. If it feels more comfortable for you to do those chords in the left hand, you can do that as well. But it's kind of a good-sized jump. Oh, and I'm also going to the C down here. Oh, actually, yeah, I'm sorry. That is the C that's written. Okay, so. Okay. So I like it better with the chords in the right hand, okay? But that means you're going to use your pedal, right? Because otherwise, it's going to sound like that. Make sure you also don't do this. Hold the pedal down the whole time. Hear how it starts to ring together? So pedal down, pedal up and back down right away. Up and back down, up and back down. Okay, so up and back down. Okay? All right, see you in the next chapter.